Yo, hey guys, Ken Pearman here, and I am back again with a pretty cool product. I am kind of excited about this one. I'm really excited about this one, and it's what's resting on my arms right here. Let me show it to you here real quick. I'm just going to give it up. There it is. It is the Anker Solix C1000 portable power station, 1800 watts, peak 2400 watts. This is a solar generator, as they like to call it still, battery system, whatever you want to call it. It will fully charge, they say, in 58 minutes when plugged in, and then of course you have to get download the app. It explains it through the software or through the paperwork and all that. But you get the app and activate the super fast charging, and yeah, I think it'll run up to like 1300 watts or so. So it's about 58 minutes that it'll get this guy to a full charge from, I think you can go as low as 1%. But this thing is really cool. I've been kind of excited about this thing coming here. This is impressive. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 outlets. So we have the 6 outlets down below. You have your car socket, or what we like to old school call it, cigarette lighter, right? Connection plug right there. You have a power button to turn on this. You have a power button to turn on these AC. Probably turns on the converter here. I believe this is Wi-Fi. Your power button and a screen protector, which we will go ahead and take off because I'm going to be using this thing now and forever. You have your 2 USB-C connections here. This is 100 watt and this is 30 watt. All well within a great range of fast and super fast charging for your devices. Then of course you have your standard USB-A two slots here. You have a light button, which nothing will turn on now until I press the power button. Ready? Let's go ahead and do that. Press and hold. All right. So unfortunately, there's a bit of glare here. Sorry about that. It's this light right here, right? Yeah. So you can see right there, 87%. It's got the Wi-Fi going right now. It's ready to go. It's mostly charged, just needs a little bit more of a top off. That's pretty cool. You can turn in the inverter right here. Does dim out a little bit after a little bit of interaction. So let's see. You do have a nice. You can't see it on. You can see a little bit. It's got a yellow, very warm light, a brighter light, a super bright light, off, on, super bright, off. Press and hold. And SOS. Okay, let's see. Let's do it again for the SOS. Let's see if there's anything behind it. And then you're back to normal. Okay. So this appears to be trying to connect. So before we get started on this, I'm going to go ahead and flip this back up so we can talk about a few other items on here. One, if you've noticed, a lot of these chargers are no longer doing the phone fast charging, set it up there and watch it start to charge the phone kind of thing. This doesn't have this. This is not what it's going to do. More on to this one side here. Let's go ahead and show this to you. And let's rotate it. There we go. I know I'm bumping into so many things here. So you can kind of see the coil in there. You've got a bunch of batteries that are running through here. I'm not sure if you can see through this wall so much, but you have your standard 110 connection here in the US, your reset button, and then of course your up to 600 watts max connector here for your solar charging. I forgot the name of the connector, but it's solar charging connector right there. Over on this side, which is kind of cool, I'm just going to show it to you here real quick, but it's if you ever get the other 1000 watt external battery, additional battery, it connects a really large plug and it makes this thing into like 2100 or so, I think, like that, 2100 watt hour system. But there it is right there, Anker Solix C1000. This thing. Now, I have a All Powers 2500, and this guy is 20-something pounds, I believe, 26 pounds. But the All Powers one, 2500, should effectively be double plus another extra couple of pounds. But it's in the 60s. It's very heavy. And you can also, if you've ever looked at it, I've done a video on it before, but if you just go look at the R2500 from the All Powers, it is double this size, if not more, the form factor. It's probably a little bit taller and also a little bit wider and probably also a little bit longer. Love that it has these two handles here, and this is light enough that you can carry by one hand if you need to. But it is heavy, but it is light enough to get in and around and move around. And I use these types of power sources for camping and whatnot. So this is going to be great because I'll be able to fit more in my Jeep, especially when I put this in it. And I can even put this on my upper shelf if I want to. So that's pretty cool. I think I can. So also, I'm going to show you everything that came in the box, which would be this guy. You have these manuals here, which would be the user guide, your quick start guide, QSG is a nickname, and of course your 5-year warranty card. And it is a big card. Yeah, all that there. Set this off to the side. Then you get this nice little box here. It's a PEP 20, I don't know what it means with all that, but it is a box full of cableage. And I've seen reviews of this before when people talk about that there's a solar connector and a standard power cable, and that's about it. But then I noticed that there's these, because my solar panels have these type of connectors, which I find very interesting. So you can see it. So one's basically a positive and a negative connection. And you connect these to add and combine your solar panels. And that is pretty darn cool. Now this is the connector. So here's that cool thing about this is that if you want to charge from your cigarette lighter system, you can plug this into your vehicle and then run this to it. And it'll run a charge into it. So not bad. And I think it'll do like 120 watts or something like that. Oh yeah, so that cable has changed, I think, from what I've seen before in the reviews. This cable, while rather long, has this single connection. Yeah, and you can run this from the front of your vehicle. In my case with my Jeep, it's going to be back there with this. There's also this standard, I liken this to if you've got a standard tower computer, right? The old school tower computers, and they still use these for other devices that just need a good 110 charge. So this is a very common cable. And this is a common design, probably not utilized nowadays so much, but it has been all over, and you probably have a couple of these lying around your house potentially. So really nice thick cable, and it's rather short-ish, but you usually would expect that you're going to set this down by the outlet where you're charging this up with. So that is all that comes in the box. All of these, plus your manuals, and of course your Anker. So next, what we're going to do real quick, it's all right here, ready to go. Yeah, 87%, so I can start to use this all I want. But what we got to do now is we're going to go ahead and set up the app for this. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the phone. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go ahead. Okay. So according to the manual, moving over here, you can scan your phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, that's why. I was like, why is it? Oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and, yep. So here we are with the download via Google Play. Go to the Play Store, Anker, install, and then I'm going to go ahead and wake this up. It's up, but I want to go ahead and wake this up. Let's go ahead and hit open. All right. So in this part, yeah. Okay. So there we are. I had to do a few things here. Let's go ahead and add devices. We're going to allow. Oh, it found it. Almost immediately. There it is. Let's go ahead and add this device. Bring your phone closer to the device. I don't think I can bring it any closer. Successfully. Come on, Ken. Let's speak English. The device name. Wi-Fi is connected. Sweet. And there it is. 87%. DC input and AC input are off. I can do ultra fast charging. Oh, okay. So to turn on the ultra fast charging on the phone, or on the device itself, you've got to plug it in and then turn it on, tell it to go ultra fast charging. Okay, that is cool. Car charging output, AC output, control. Oh no. I just turned on the light with the app. How cool is that? Oh my. So the cool thing about this, I'm going to turn the screen off. I think. Yeah, just turn the screen off. Wow, there's so much you can do with this. Now check out what's cool about this. I love about the light thing is as long as it's on, maybe you're powering something overnight, maybe you're running some little small fan. And again, can figure that I'm using this in what I think it's going to be intended to be used for. I say I think I'm going to be using it for is camping. So let's just say, as an example, you always have your phone with you. Maybe you have your phone plugged into this, and you're charging, and you put this in your tent, and you decided that you want to get up. Well, then you can just go ahead and hit this little super dim light, right? Because you don't want to wake up the neighbors. Meaning people sleeping in the tent with you. But maybe you want to turn on a little light. Maybe you have this light turned on. You got the cable running from here into your phone all the way over by you. At the end of the night, you're done. Like, okay, good night. And then you just off, go to bed. And then, hey, good morning, and maybe it's really early or, whatever. You want to turn that light on, or you got to get up and go use the facilities outside the tent. You can turn that on so it's not so bad, and off you go. That is really super cool. All right, so there's no DC input at the moment. There's no AC input to charge it up. USB output, and obviously don't expect to, I don't think you can charge up this device through the USB-C. You can turn this off. This is the Wi-Fi connection, and that's what was flashing before, but now it's solid, meaning that it's connected to my phone. Nice. So it also can visually tell you if something, or if you are or are not connected to it. So really great set of features on this. Right now, the battery temperature, it says in there, you can see 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 87% charged, and we're not really using it to run anything at the moment. So, I mean, we're set up, we're ready to go, and yeah, yeah. So let's just do a test thing. I think this thing's fully charged, but I'm going to go ahead and put this 20,000 milliamp hour block on there. It is 100%, so it's not going to do anything. But I'm going to plug it in, see what the DC input, it's going to say nothing. Yeah, see, nothing. Okay, let's find something that needs a little bit of love. Okay, a phone. And we'll use a USB-A, which will obviously be a lot slower charging capability. So we'll go ahead and use this A slot, which should be 15 to 20. Okay, so it's just regular charging. There it is, 5 watts. It says it right here on the screen that are using it, and it's actually 4 watts now, 74%. Not bad. Okay, 4 watts. Let's go ahead and pull this out. I'm going to use a very short cable, but it's also a very capable cable. We're going to use the 100-watt section. Plug this in, and yep, super fast charging 2.0. It does say 0 watts at the moment, and it's 13 watts, 14 watts. So it's capable of running, but it is only running about 14 watts, 15 watts. And it even says right there in the front of the panel that it is only using about 15 watts. Very nice. Let's go find my high-speed cable. There we go. This guy is capable of running up to 240 watts. I'm going to plug it in. Okay, so we're back here. I've got it plugged in. Oh, the app. I guess because I stepped off. 9 minutes 30. Okay, we're doing something else here. So, oh, it's loading. Okay, we're back where we are, 15 watts, okay. So it is only running about 15 watts into this phone. This is a much older phone, so let's go ahead and switch over to, our newest phone, which is this guy at 79%. Fast charging itself, 6 watts, 9 watts, 8 watts. Okay, sometimes you can't use the overpower, so let's go ahead and go back to the 30 watt capable, and it even shows that it lit up as it moved over. That's cool. Still running about 9 watts. That's because I am sitting around 79%. I need to get a phone that's almost dead. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that here in a sec. Let's see. Another phone. 67%. Let's see what it does. Super fast charging and 11 watts, 23 watts. Okay. So it's going to bounce right around the 20-ish watt range. Just for a little bit because it's at 60-something%. If this thing was at like 0, 1, 2%, 5%, I think it'd probably be sitting closer to 30. 25 to 30 ranged. But keep in mind, though, you're not going to get, even though this guy can run 30 and then this guy can run 100 watts, you'll never get a phone to pull a full 100 watts. Right now, the max fastest of fast wireless charging for most phones that I know of right now is about 45 watts. They'll get faster as you go along, but about 45 is the fastest you'll see for most phones. So, and you'll probably never see a full 45. You'll see, 35, 38 or something, 40 maybe or something. But the thing is that, yeah, don't expect 100 watts. But guys, when you're running 45 watts or so on a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, phone, there's software and there's processes in there that make this thing like just book. You'll get to like, 30 minutes later, it'll be 80%. So it's pretty darn cool how this thing can work out. And we are just floating right around at 21 watts. Cool. This guy I have used for a bunch of other items. So let's go ahead and turn on the AC converter. And it does show that it is turned on and it's using 0 watts. I've got it plugged in. I don't know if you can see that. I got it plugged in right here to this charger. And I think this guy only uses about 40 watts. Actually, let me go ahead and unplug this so we can get the full cable usage out of this. Let's see if this will work. I can turn that off. Okay, so this guy is telling me how many watts I'm pulling. And this is telling me that it is about the same amount of wattage. 47, 48, it's bouncing up and down. This AC output is saying it's running 50 watts. Pretty darn cool. Now, if we look at the screen though, it should tell us, oh, I think I told it to turn off. Yeah, so turn it back on. And 49 watts, this will run for about 14 hours. Yeah, so with this AC inverter running this at 45 watts, it's not going to take 14 hours to charge this guy up, but I have about anywhere from 12 to 14. It's bouncing up and down on the screen right here, which there's too much glare. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that's it right there. Turn back on, stay on. That's pretty cool. Let's get on some light. Yay! Let's turn that off. Oh, I just turned this on from, so I can turn it on. And check out the little graph. It's showing as it's running through a period of time over here. That's pretty cool. I love it. I'm outputting 49 watts, which is right here. Okay, so total output, total input. So yeah, it's right there telling me what it's doing. Input, there is no input. So yeah, that is nice. That is nice. So on a camping trip, I can take both of these guys and be covered for everything. We're going to take this and put it on a couple items, but also show you more so how this fits in the Jeep and how it runs. But we're also going to run this down to almost nothing, and then we'll charge it up and see if it's truly 58 minutes or thereabouts. Cool? All right. Once again, though, when you set up the charging, though, make sure you turn on the ultra-fast charging capability, and then it should be able to run. I have heard this likes to make a little bit of a hum when you're doing the super fast charging. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do a few things with this and check it out. This is going to be nice. Be right back, guys. We're going to go get the solar panel. So here's how we're going to do this. This is how we're going to test this for now. Right? All right, guys, so check this out. I've got the solar panel up top. I'm gonna bring you in just a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing here. So I have my positive and negative basically ready to go here. I have, that comes with the solar panel, which I love, comes with this preset connector, which is inside where the charger, where the device is. You can see here, it's preset. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead, and they've already got, oh, I see. They've got them taped on here, and I think you can slide it back if you want to, or just rip them off. But you put these in like so, right? And then I'm gonna get you in just a little bit closer so you can see what I'm talking about over here. So we go ahead and put this guy on and plug it in. I don't know if you can see me, but it's on the side here. Let's plug it in and see what we get. Yeah, unfortunately, it's overcast. Oh, it does say in 0 watts though. It does say it's charging 6 watts, 25 watts, 27 watts. Guys, it is super cloudy out right now. Oh, okay, I see where the sun's at. Just give it a minute. Just give it a minute. 27 watts. Just in case you can't see that, let's do this while the sun's about to pop out. It's literally right over my head. It's like 11 o'clock right now, so let's go ahead and, oh yeah, there it goes. Boom, 169 watts. 169, 170 watts. That's so hard to, oh, there we go. That's a whole lot better to see right there. 169 watts, 98%. Yeah, there you go. That's the whole, and oh, okay, now it's finally cleared out. Yeah, so 168 full. So I got full sunlight. There is, as you can see, is now the harsh shadow because the sun is just right above me. Now,
At 11 o'clock, let me see, 0.1 hours. I'm sitting at 98% at 168 watts. It's gonna be 0.1 hours before it's fully charged, right? That's not bad. Yeah, so love the idea of just bringing out your own set of solar panels. You go camping, you plug this guy in, let it charge up, get itself up to 100% or whatever percentage you, because I'm going to tell you that unless you're bringing out like the induction cooking grill thing where you're using like 1800 watts over a longer period of time, even if it's like 1800 watts, but you use it for about 5-7 minutes, up until its surge amount that it can handle, I'm going to tell you that this guy's going to be able to take it and do what you need. And the nice thing about it is if you've got your Jeep parked, or car, camping vehicle, and maybe you don't have the Jeep parked where you need it to be, maybe it's underneath a bunch of trees, so you take the solar panel, and there are different types of solar panels. You can take this is a flexible solar panel that you saw me put up top, but there are other kind that are self-supported that you can set on a kind of a lean, and you can take those and put those somewhere else. So I just flung you around a little bit, didn't I? All right, sorry about that. But anyway, one of the great things about this, and this is this to me, so I had another battery system, and it wouldn't fit on this shelf because it was way too big. The issue is that it was a 2500. Granted, that could do everything for you. But looking at the size, comparability, and compatibility with the whole usage function of this, it doesn't make sense to do anything much larger, to me, at least for 2 to 3 day camping, for anything larger than 1,000-ish or so watt hours, because for the most part, again, you're just camping. I'm not talking about the preppers and stuff like that are planning to do stuff for weeks and months on end. Well, this could do that as long as you didn't bring a ton of electronics. So if you're just camping, you're out having a good time, you're out teaching your kids the survival skills, doing some stuff. You know, maybe you just like me. I just like camping. Don't get me wrong. I like a bunch of other things, but I also like to go camping. It is fun. Loved it with my family. And I'm getting back in it with the Jeep and get everything. You can see everything's prepped in there, ready to go for the most part. I'm coming up here in a couple weeks to go camping with my wife. The big thing about this is I really like this guy in there. 25 watts. Yeah, it went back in the clouds, so 25 watts. Anywho, the whole deal with this is that's going to be the best size, in my opinion, for what I'm doing and how I enjoy camping and whatever type of activity I think that you might be doing. If you're just charging up a handful of items, you don't need a large amount of power, I don't think. I don't think you need a 2500 watt. And also the thing that I had before, it was 65 pounds. It was as big, if not as big as this refrigerator. So I put this refrigerator in, I put that in here, and my entire back is full. I have no other room to put anything else. My intent is to get this mostly packed up so that I can put most of my items in here, use this as my daily driver, because my work is just a few miles away. But other than that, the great thing about this guy right here is that it is a smaller form factor that packs a heck of a punch. This thing will run for days, I think, with whatever you want to plug into it, as long as you're not trying to go crazy. I mean, I'm even talking using your laptop, your computer, using your phones, using the rechargeable devices that you bring with you, because that's what I'm going to bring. Prime example is up in here, I have a work light. This is rechargeable. I'm going to use this to actually put on the glass and light up my area here. Once I've used it, it's going to be, let's see, right now it's sitting at about 49%. And I used it for a good portion of a night. So I'm gonna plug it in there, get it charged up, because I have the capability of doing that. Solar charging, connect it to a wall charger, connect it to your car and charge. Do all those things you need to do with charging that'll work with this thing. So like I said, great size. Love how this thing fits in here. Let me see if I can get a little light going on in here. Oh, it's upside down. Let's turn it around. Let's turn it on. And let's shine it right on that. There you go. Now you can see the whole thing. That's pretty cool. See, again, a great use for that light. But I'm gonna have to recharge it, and I'm gonna use that guy in there to charge it up. So guys, I hope this is perfect for you, because it's perfect for me. I hope this helped you out. I do appreciate your time, and I'm out.